Hey, how's it going? So I had kind of a crazy last couple weeks, and it started out with finding a USA-made Jackson Virtuoso guitar, which I really was, I wasn't like looking for it, but it it was so inexpensive. I had to buy it. I got the thing for under a grand. Okay, so I jumped on that and I was like, okay, that's cool. I just got a USA made guitar for under $1,000, which seems like something that would happen back in 1990 or something like that. So I'm just like, that's cool. So I was waiting around for the guitar to arrive, and it was coming on. I think it was like a Monday or something like that. And then so Monday came, and I was just searching marketplace, and I found this Ibanez. I think it was an RX20. It looked, I actually from the photographs on marketplace, you could even see the headstock, so you could only see the body, and it's so I had really no idea what model it was until I got a closer look at it, and then we hooked up, and of course when I saw the guitar strings were like an inch off the fret. I told the guy that the neck was bent and it was worthless. I didn't want the guitar, but then I asked him if he would take $60, and he took it. So I got the guitar home and set it up, put some new strings on it, and the thing was great. The Ibanez guitar was fucking great. And on the same day, my Jackson arrived in the mail, and the Jackson was kind of a letdown. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, and I'll go through a little bit what's going on. But the Jackson had frets that were sharp. Like every fret was popping out on the Jackson Virtuoso, and the finish is kind of, you can kind of see some stuff in it, and it's not the it's not the finest quality control you would expect from a USA made Jackson guitar, which got me to thinking about a whole bunch of different stuff. One, does price matter at all with guitars? And also, two, is build quality just in general getting worse? And I have a 2012 Jackson X Series, which is a completely different guitar than a 2020 Jackson X Series guitar, and which is totally different than a 2023 X Series. And is it just me, or are they getting worse? Like they're getting cheaper. The necks are the fretboards, or the wood quality has just gone to shit. Not gone to shit, but they're not using rosewood anymore, and so Jodaba, and it's just they're brown looking, and I've got some Jacksons that I had one Jackson. I just covered all the frets with stickers, because with decals, because the color of the fretboard was just kind of gross. But so let's take a look at these guitars, okay? And then we'll talk a little bit about does price matter at all, and have guitars just gotten worse? Okay, so we're gonna compare a $60 Ibanez from it's an old guitar. Like it's like, I'll have to look it up. We'll do that, but obviously the Jackson came out within the last couple of years, and there's some things about it that aren't so great. Okay, all right. Check it out. Ibanez RX20. Made in... I can't read it because when you get old, you can't see anymore. It ain't no fun. Alright. What do you got here? We got a 3-way switch. It's a little bit dirty. Sorry for that. Didn't have a chance to clean it up yet. And it's got a cool skunk stripe in the back. Neck feels great. Frets started out kind of sharp, but they've seemed to have gotten better. I think that happens when the temperature changes sometimes. And I put this thing on there. It helps keep the strings from ringing out. It's got these funny looking tuners, but they work pretty good. Thing stays in tune. Sounded good. This particular one, the three-way switch was cutting out, and so I'm gonna need to get that replaced. This thing had some really, really great sounding David Gilmour tones. It punched above its weight. Felt good, played good, stayed in tune. I liked its sound. The pickups have a cool, great sound to it. And we'll find some live video and play it right now for you. So there you go. That sounded great, right? So other than its little hiccup, this thing did really good. And it got me to thinking, like does price even matter at all? And our guitar is just generally getting worse. Ibanez also makes an AZ, and they also make a Geo, and I don't believe that they're as good as what this is. So we'll have to do another video on that. So let's check out whatever. All right. Okay. My video died the first time I shot this guitar, so if this isn't as interesting as you might think it should be, it was the first time. Okay, it was very good. All right. Hopefully that makes up for it. So there you go. Let's compare it now to the Jackson. I think we already have that on tape, but let's go do it anyway. All right. USA made Virtuoso guitar. Careful, don't scratch the headstock. Into the door. That's all we need. Wow. Looks pretty perfect in the light. And to be fair, the frets kind of got better on their own, which happens sometimes. Had a Kiesel like that. Every fret was popping out when I got it. It probably wasn't stored. It was probably stored someplace cold, or it wasn't taken care of, whatever it might be. And that was the case with this guitar too. Every fret felt sharp. It was popping out. And today, about a month later, Feels pretty good. It feels good. Oh, jeez. There's the sun. There's some clouds for you. All right. Gotta fix my camera. So, look at this thing. Look at it. It's pretty beautiful today. I guess I got a deal on this. I was gonna. Another really big criticism I had of this guitar was that it's got like this 5-piece neck, and you could feel all the different layers, but not so much today. It seems to have gotten a little bit better too, along with the frets. Weird. All right, let's play this a little bit. This is tuned to E, which is weird for me. Normal bar. Okay, well, I guess today you get what you pay for. This didn't really end the way I wanted it to. I mean, obviously, it's a $60 guitar compared to a $1,000 guitar. This thing is... Let's put it this way. There are great guitars that are cheap. You spend money, though, you're more apt to get a good guitar. More likely to get a good guitar. And I would say when you're spending $1,000, you're 100% likely to get a guitar. Generally. Although, like I said, when I got this thing, I wasn't real happy with it. But today, it's working pretty good. They're in certain light, you can sort of see maybe where the piece of wood kind of comes together here, where they glued a piece of wood on. There's maybe a little stripe in there, but the light out here is really good, and you can see for yourself if you can see it there or not. You really don't. And this guitar is really great. This part here is a lot like a DK24 Charvel. In fact, it's identical to a DK Charvel. We'll do a video. We'll do a head-to-head of comparing this guitar to a DK24 Charvel, because you can get a DK24 Charvel for half the price of one of these. Hey, thanks for watching. I love you. I love you. Thanks for watching the video. This is where I make a fool of myself. I make a fool of myself. I should have done this at the beginning because people don't usually watch past 2 minutes.